when General Langley got on TV and said Ibrahim Traore is a danger to the people of Burkina Faso, and we need to go over there and save the people of Burkina Faso from Ibrahim Traore. That is a kill order. That is the same message that they put out on Muammar Gaddafi before they toppled Libya. And now the women in Libya, just like Sudan, are being raped. And the children are being sold in slave markets. And now Donald Trump got on a meeting just the other day and said even if we wanted to go into Libya, we can't because the situation has collapsed so bad, there is no more Libya. That is what the Western media has said. And that is what they want to do to Burkina Faso. Do not look and say this is Burkina Faso. It has nothing to do with Ghana. Because if they collapse Burkina Faso, it will spill over into Ghana. Make no mistake about it.
Yeah.
So this is a test from God for everybody.
That's truth.
Because when Kwame and Nkrumah came, we are humans. We make mistakes. But we allowed the West to turn us against Assange. Yes. And we danced on top of his broken statues. And we celebrated when he was overthrown. He was all over the continent building what we know as the Casablanca Group, which was a Pan-African group, the first group to say United Africa now. And they put the Moravian Group to say, in the least time possible. Well, 60 years have passed, and now Ibrahim Traore says time to continue what Thomas Sankara started, and they say, oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. We see that the Casablanca Group was right, and the Moravian Group was wrong.
Yeah.
It is time for us to right our errors and our wrongs. There is plenty of reason for us to take this personal.
This young boy, within just 6 months, has commissioned 18 factories. 18. They build cars in Burkina. They are building their own tomato. They don't import anything. First thing he did, he closed the borders. Nobody should come here. Nobody should come here. Do you think that Chinese can go to this boy's backyard and go and do galamsey? This boy came to Ghana and shook your president with a pistol. It's a statement. Nobody fools around. You fool around, we blow your head apart. We don't care about law. We are here to develop our nation, to help people. This guy here walked to your president with a gun on his side. It's a statement. You people bring Chinese from places. Go to Takwa, Bogoso, Prisia, Chebi, and go and see the madness of your Christianity. Some boys in Naibiko Presby, Alabaster, Pentecost, CAC, your bottom. And I'm not saying your bottom keke. I'm saying your bottom by Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Your bottom. Monya papa. Monya papa mkenyeni. This boy know how he can boldly tell Burkina Faso there is no need to travel to America. We are creating America here. Every young man, this boy, regional minister, regional minister, Adie we amoye no, adie amoye, monsumu ye 8 years ago. Are you people okay? And this boy, for your information, is a Muslim. Only communion da. Masonko bi da. I want to hear. Tell me the meaning of your noise. What the answer was here as we are sorry. That is Christianity. I am Christian, so time, Papa. I'm telling you, at time, Papa.
The rest of Africa will start marching behind young men such as Ibrahim Traore. 3 countries are in: Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, and Zambia are opening their borders to each other. You, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, I wish you can make this thing much more active. And if these 3 in the north, 4 in the south, 3 in the center, 4 plus 3 plus, we already have 13 countries that are already thinking in one space. This is where my head gets spinning. Why can't these presidents who are thinking in the same space call a conference? Call a conference together. Create a passport for us. Let's start moving with those that are moving. Yeah. Those that are busy dragging their feet behind with French, with the Portuguese and what, and monkeying around this agenda. We wanted one Africa. 63 years later, still talking about a united Africa. The passports have been designed. They're there. The national anthem is there. The money has been designed. It's there. We lack the political power to implement these decisions. This is the bureaucracy that I'm talking about, which is a hamstring. And I hope the Gen Zs are listening to me. Don't just talk about African, Kenyan politics. You need to move your agenda beyond the borders of Kenya. Unfortunately, I was listening to you the other day. It feels bad that you are also now getting caught up in the South African mischief. The Luos and the Kikuyus, now even the Gen Zs are divided between the Luos. Back to the tribal nonsense.
We are working towards
the same mess that Raila and Kenyatta were fighting for years before you were even born. It has now resurfaced, even amongst the young people. I thought you were Gen Zs, you were progressive. You studied together, same universities, sharing notes. But all of a sudden, when old gods with their old theories of tribal divisions come amongst you, here the Luos are now on one side, the Maasais on the other side, the Kikuyus on the other side. The same devil that destroyed you has resurrected amongst yourselves. Wake up, Kenya!
We are...
All right, family, welcome back. Now, I've never celebrated a military leader. I've never celebrated any junta government or military government. But today, it's good to give a flower where it is deserved to be given. And now today, here comes the man, Ibrahim Traore, a military leader, the president of Burkina Faso, the man who has been celebrated across the world, the man who has been hyped across the world, across Africa. Yet he came through the coup, through a military leader, through a democratic, something that many people said it is unprecedented. And some of the African leaders, because they call themselves a democratic leader, they never appreciated this. They were not ready to support this or to talk anything positive concerning Ibrahim Traore. But now, today, the history tells the truth. The history tells all that is happening, and the history gives the flower where it's supposed to be given. Now, why Ibrahim Traore is being celebrated across Africa, across the world? Because this is not only being done in Africa. We have seen how many times people from across the diaspora are coming out to cheer the name, to celebrate, and to march on the streets on calling on the courtesy of Ibrahim Traore. We remember that during the time of Michael Langley in Africa, when he came to take Ibrahim Traore down, we saw all that was happening. People came out to celebrate, people came out to protect, and he was not even in need of any government support. But the people themselves who were ready to protect this man. Now, why is he being celebrated much? We have seen all the wonders, all that he has tried to commit or to do in his regime. This is something that no any leader has tried to do it. These are some things that some of the ancient leaders like Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, like Thomas Sankara tried to do. But because the people of those days were not awake, and they never knew the importance of unity, and they never knew what these leaders were trying to do just for their own benefit. That's why they were easily taken down. Now, today Ibrahim Traore is still surviving because he came in this position when he knows well what was the impact, what was the outcomes. That's why he was able to survive up this time. Second thing, Ibrahim Traore, when he came to power, Africans, the people never knew his intention, because most of them, we have seen how many people have tried to come in their governments, to take over the governments through coups in a junta way, but they have never ended well. They have ended up being dictators, because after they have take over these positions, they come to turn to be just like like other politicians. They have tried to come out and try to act like just like the other politicians who come to the position with their own interests, but not the interests of the people. Now, we know that Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of Uganda came through that same process to take over the country of Uganda. And now today we know all that's happening there. We know that Museveni is one of the long-time serving dictator of in power of Uganda. We have people like Paul Biya. We have people like Paul Kagame. So these are the people who come through this junta way, but they don't end up well. Now, today this man is being celebrated because he came to that power, but what he's still doing at this time is to transform the continent, not only his country, but to transform the continent. That's why today each and every African, each and every black man, they are wishing to have a leader like Ibrahim Traore, because this is the one of the leader who is doing the great things, making bold decisions, and coming up with the new ideas on how to unite Africa, how to free Africa, and how to make Africa great. But people never expected this, because just like once I passed across Pierre Lumumba's speech, and he was saying that Ibrahim Traore is totally different, because he's not like other people, other leaders who came through junta way, and after that, after a short period of time, they turned into monsters. They turned into great dictators, and they turned into something else that was there to consume their country's resources, and the people were mercilessly and ruthlessly treated. Now, this man deserves to be honored as a great leader of African continent. This man is only the one leader who is doing unexpected things. We have seen just the other day, he has come out with a decision of banning American citizens traveling to America. Just tell me, even a single leader in Africa that has ever came up with an idea like this? Nobody. And I don't think if it will come a little like this. But Ibrahim Traore, for so long, American government has been always waking up, and whenever they see an African country, any African country rising up, waking up, doing some things that are against their own will, against their agreements, against their wishes, they ban them. They put sanctions. They do anything to freeze this country so that they can feel like it is heavy for them, and they behave just for them to avoid all this punishment. But now, this reminds me of a clip of a young girl I passed across TikTok, and he was asking this question: what can happen if we, Africa, sanction America to travel or ban them not to travel to Africa? This can bring a great change, because as they continue traveling to Africa, they are coming to make Africa not to develop, not to move, but they are coming to make us to remain constant in one position. That is what they are doing. And they're doing this intentionally, just to make Africa not rise, not to grow, but we keep on depending and bowing before them. We keep on waiting for the approval, even for the things that is of our own benefits. That's all that they have been doing. But now, Ibrahim Traore and Sahel and his alliance in Sahel, they have come out with an idea, and it's working. They have banned visa travel, American visa travel, not to access in Sahel region, and nothing can be done. Yesterday we have seen Trump and his government has captured the president of Venezuela. We don't know the reality or the true behind this, all these entire actions, but this is like a threat to African countries, for any African countries which are trying to go against their agreements, against their will. Because today they're like, They're watching Africa in fire and feel like this continent is coming too much. It is in a very high speed. And if they don't act early, then they are going to lose. So tell me what you have in the comment section. Are you agree with me? If you agree with me that Ibrahim Traore deserves to be given a flower at this time when he's still alive, then touch the subscription button. Tell me your views in the comment section. But I believe that this is the man that only the leader today that is being celebrated, that is being loved across the Africa, not only in Africa, but across the borders. Because when you take a look at how people love this man, then you can just tell yourself, that people are tired, and people are tired with this smoke screen of democracy. And now today, people need best governance. That's all they need. Be blessed, where you're from. Let me have your views, and let's continue celebrating the new year. Be blessed, where you're from.